Hi, Sydney.
Hi.
I love you, Sydney. Ready to see the surprise?
Sure.
Sure? Okay, you're gonna walk towards the hammock swing. That's a crocus, isn't that exciting? It's not even a week since we had all that ice and snow and the really cold weather. Valerie and I just came out here. I was so excited to see it. It's not blooming just yet. Hopefully it'll bloom tomorrow. Isn't that pretty? Yep. Show some excitement. I was excited. Hi, Pepper. There it is, right there. Hey, excuse me. Excuse me. Move. Remember how I've said that that twine just keeps coming up? We just had all that snow and ice and everything, and it melted. In this area we've cleaned up so many times. You see it? There's more twine. Like I said, Mother Earth just knows that we're getting rid of it. I'm gonna work on cleaning up this area today. It's been less than a week since we had those negative temperatures, and it's 63 today, which is amazing. We did not clean up when it was warmer because it's full of poison ivy. So I bought some veterinary gloves that go up to your armpits. So I'll let you use your imagination as to what those are for. But I thought that would probably work because Tim, Valerie, and I are very much allergic to poison ivy. Tim's bringing the skid steer over right now to pick up those posts. Those were the posts that we had purchased for the main supports in the garage part of the barn, and we decided to go with a metal one. So Tim's gonna bring the skid steer over here, and then we're gonna put the bucket on it next so I can move the rocks.
Day worked on cleaning up this area, and we're gonna go ahead and move this shed today back by Chicken Coop where the garden and everything's gonna be. I'm just finishing up for the day. Should have been working on the house, seeing as how we have drywall scheduled. But instead I got sidetracked and I moved the sheds. So Natalie helped me move the small one, and then the big one I just finished moving. I'm almost finished cleaning up the junk that was around it. That drain pipe there we're going to use down the road. So, but got the shed moved over there. Tucked back in the trees, had to cut some stuff out, do some leveling, and then actually the concrete stoop in the front is from the old homestead. So when we took out where the old house used to be, I saved the little sidewalks they had poured and steps and things like that. So this one broke when we were taking it apart, and that's how good I could get it put back together. I'd say that's pretty gosh darn good. So I'm inside working hard, and you're out here monkey climbing on my equipment.
This isn't your equipment. The stuff inside's your equipment, but the actual shed itself is not your equipment.
I don't know about that. What do you think about that, Asher? He has no opinion. Oh, is she gonna make it? Is she gonna make it, or is she gonna fall? And you asked me for a ladder.
Whatever.
Valerie came in with war paint mud on her face and all over her hands and arms. And I came outside and apparently she was painting the shed. And my car. Taking advantage of another absolutely gorgeous day, got the small shed cleaned out, swept out, and sorted. Going to start emptying out the garden side of the barn. I'll show you that really quick. I'm going to show you what else we're working on. Hi, chickies. We're having a little bit of trouble with Gunner. He's the rooster, and he's a juvenile right now, and he's having some hormone issues. So we're kind of having... He's fine with us. He's just being a little aggressive with the hens right now. So, and leading into that, talked to some people, and we may isolate him for a week or two. But this is the area where that first coop is. So the coop's over there. Sorry about the straw. I actually had it cleaned up yesterday, and the chickens pulled stuff apart. But we went ahead and cleaned out this area. And we talked about doing different things because there's that panel right there. That's a door that can be opened up to the outside where the lean-to area is. And this section right in the middle, we don't want to close off that little door, and we don't want to close off this one. So this section right in the middle, we're going to make another coop here. It's going to be about half the size of the indoor coop that we already have. This one will be used for chicks. It will be used for, say, if we have a broody hen, if we have a rooster that's having problems that we need to isolate, that will be a good place for that. Or, like what happened a couple weeks ago with Miss Hazel, is she was egg bound and she ended up being in the garage in a little bitty cage for a week. So this would be a good place for that. Over here on that field, because we have a new farmer that's going to be doing organic farming, which is awesome. But we're going to go ahead and fence off a section of that field, and we're going to have that for animals so we can get a couple goats. We want to get meat birds. We want to get maybe some sheep, eventually cows, pigs, things like that for meat purposes.
That's a terrible face.
A terrible face. Well, that's kind of the face that you just gave me. Yeah, you're like, Natalie, look at this.
So we're trying to get the Mini X going. The battery's been dead for a couple months now, and
I know you're mad.
Haven't been in it, and this is what we found. Yum! The chickens found a place to lay their eggs at, and then something ate the eggs. So now my
that's gross.
Yeah.
Your seat's been...
My seat's a little creamy. But
that's bad.
Well, it's springtime, gotta burn. So that pile's actually been sitting there for a very long time, and I'm working on getting this pile going right now. Here's just some dead trees that I'd piled up over a year ago. Trying to get some of these to get going. I want to do it before the leaves start coming on the trees so it doesn't kill them or anything. And then, God, I should be closer to that. That's a big one. Burn, baby, burn. Silly. So I bought the property. The girls named this Frog Pond because you can hear...
Not the fire.
Not the fire.
Not the fire.
You can hear it's full of frogs. And this is the first place we hear frogs at in the season. So it's... We actually heard them 2 days ago, but now they're really
going.
They're really croaking it tonight.
And we were, what, negative teens 2 weeks ago?
Yeah, 2 weeks ago it was negative 18, and we
it was
were about 70 today.
70 today. And there was mosquitoes.
Yes.
So, the frogs are good.
Yes, frogs are awesome.
Yes.
You can tell we grew up in the country, frogs are awesome.
We do. I know. We're so excited.
Just listen.
Gloves to pick it up, but
So Valerie was walking back and saw a black snake. So last year our well, one of our wells right there, was full of black snakes all winter. I ran a camera down there. I don't know how many, we saw quite a few. So this we think was the septic tank for the old house. And I just saw another snake go back up into the drain pipe right there. And we're pretty sure that that pipe just daylights right about there. So there's probably a pretty good number of snakes in there. Natalie was trying to fill this in, but clearly this is where they went to find their winter spot. Now that it's getting warmer, they're coming on out. So still got water up in there.
I got to move.
But that wouldn't surprise me if there's a whole bunch of snakes up in there. What's down there, Pepper?
Peppercorn, don't you go in there.
But just a black rat snake, they're harmless. They're pretty docile too. You can usually just pick them on up.
Oh
So here's the plan. Sadie and I are working on is we're putting some casters on the bottom of some 1x or 2x8s and 2x12s. I'm only putting 2 because we're going to go underneath the front. Well, Sydney's trying. So it'll be like this. But and then the weight will keep it leveled, and then we should be able to push them around like so. Well, that didn't work. All I got was yelled at. Right?
What do you, oh, that's... Did you record it?
I did.
Yeah. What? Well, did you show what happened? In the concrete?
Well, concrete's concrete.
Look what you did. Look what you did to your
I hit
garage.
the side.
And your garage.
I bumped
and your
it.
floor.
Well, I'll brush away.
I know.
It's Sydney's fault.
Sydney's fault?
Why is it my fault? It's your idea.
Basically, the casters, I didn't know if they'd be strong enough, and they weren't.
This operation was your idea.
But you went along with it, therefore it's your fault. You're supposed to keep me in line. So while the build's going on, of course we have other things going on. Gotta get to mowing and things like that. So, gotta get that tire fixed. I went and got it patched yesterday. We actually fixed this last year and ran it one time and it was flat by the time we were done, so I got a full patch on it, but got that tire done. Just got to install it, and then of course I broke a blade last year, so I got to hook that back up. And so now I'm going to hop over onto this and get this running so I can maybe get some mowing done today.
What are you doing?
What?
What are you doing?
I'm waiting for you to start the film so I can not hurt my legs anymore.
Is it heavy?
Oh yeah, it's heavy.
It's a big blade you got there.
What?
Okay, I'm gonna laugh if you whack your head. That thing's bouncing so bad. And when was the last time this was done? Like never?
No, last year when I
last year. But I thought they couldn't get one of them off, one of the blades off.
I couldn't get these off. I can get this bolt off.
Gotcha.
See, this bolt you don't tighten up all the way. Use the cotter pin to hold it in place.
How big's a cotter pin?
So last year it got tangled up when we were cleaning the land. And I was brush hogging everything. It got caught up in
The twine or other
twine and wire, and then I ended up I broke the gear shaft, or the gear piece.
Was this what you broke the fuel filter on too?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, that was last year. I forgot about that. Well, hopefully you won't hit as much stuff this year, right? Because I think you hit everything last year. Unless you go and make some new paths, right?
Yeah, which I will.
I know you will. Here's a whole bunch of land we haven't even explored yet. If you can't get something in place, you grab a block of wood and you whack it.
Yeah, the block of wood that's keeping this from crushing me.
Uh-huh. Well, there's a cinder block too. Oh, it's so windy. We have, what, 30, 40 mile an hour winds and 45 mile an hour gusts? Yep. It's awful. Ta-da!
Ta-da! Just set Sydney up brush hogging for the first time. So taught her how to work the tractor, and this is where we're going to put our sheep and goats and things like that. So this is a really easy task to mow. She's just mowing the cornfield, which is nice and level, not going to get into any trees or anything like that. So good practice for her. Cricket.
You and your...
Make fun of my old man laugh.
No, I'm making fun of that. Watch this, it's gonna turn, once I hit it, it's gonna go up, or I'm gonna miss it.
You're gonna miss it.
I didn't miss it!
Oh, dang it.
Sort of.
Not good enough.
Yeah. It's good enough.
So what are we doing, girls?
We're making a goat pen.
Yeah!
Goat pen.
Yeah.
We're doing this thing called 4-H, and we're gonna do like a market goats. Basically, you're gonna get some goats, sell the goats, get some goats, sell the goats, get some goats, sell the goats.
It's your first company, huh?
Yep.
Yep.
Yay!
So what are we doing right now, though?
Sewing
Making a
pen.
Yep.
Yeah, Grandpa just made a second
It's an isolation.
second chicken pen for our rooster because he's being way too aggressively
Going
horny.
after.
So
He's also been losing his voice from crowing his eye. He's like,
Yeah,
he's lost his voice.
basically what
It's
he
hilarious.
sounds like.
Okay, so what we need to finish up on here. Give me the scoop. What's your plan?
well, we are going to fence this in.
Okay.
Fence the bottom part in so they don't get out, and we're going to turn that door into an actual door.
Yep. We open that door back up, and then we got to put a fence over that too.
Like a fence door.
Yep.
Hi, guys. Hey, Boo Bear. Hey, Boo Bear. How's it going, Val?
Oh, good.
Can't see, it's too dark. Hi, Val.
Hey, guys. Hi.
Hi, sisters. You guys are doing good. Okay, so we've got that part all closed off. You can see the window. Dad had finished up that other part of the chicken coop, or really kind of an isolation area or multi-purpose room, so that's all done. He did that in really good order. And that was an existing door of the rail car. So we're getting really close. Are you just going to put a panel over that for now? Okay, good deal.
Make it a door.
So the only thing we need to do now really is just...
Get the goats.
yeah, get the goats. We do need to put something over here to make these holes a little bit smaller for the meantime. Because they're supposed to be smaller than 4x4 for goats. Because look at their heads stuck in them. Okay, so Dad... It is kind of dark in here, so Dad did go ahead and get this area. So we've got a nice big window there with the screen. We need to move this stuff out of here. Hi guys, checking everything out. And then it has a door that mirrors the other one with it up there. So there's nothing in there right now. We're gonna probably put some temporary.
Ow!
Did you hit something? We'll put some temporary.
I hit my funny leg bone.
Your funny leg bone.